Okay, let's finish up here. Get the finishing touches done. All right. There we go. Turn that on. Turn it on. Turn me up. Turn me up, Scotty. Open my door. Shut my door, Lenore. Ah, yeah, there's the freaking emergency services tone that goes out every freaking day at this time. We got the freaking notification. I think it's time to freaking get crazy out here. You know what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Ohio State Buckeyes live stream. Week 3 of the college football season, as we have the Ohio State Buckeyes and our neighbors from barely an hour and a half south in Athens, the Ohio Bobcats in town. The seventh all-time, or I guess, yeah, seventh all-time meeting. Or eighth all-time, but 6 actually count. This is the seventh that actually counts. Ohio State enters as a 27.5 point favorite. Over under 48.5. No money line. Of course, Ohio State 2-0 on the season. And Ohio is 1-1. Should be a good one. Let's get it. Hell yeah. As Ohio State comes onto the field in their classic scarlet jerseys, gray pants, with the silver bullet helmet, of course, the traditional attire. I want to see how the helmet stripe looks in the seats, because they're doing the helmet stripe theme with the student section, like certain rows are like the stripe on the helmet. I want to see how that looks. This is Jeremiah Smith. All right, we are about ready for kickoff here. Sorry I'm a little late, guys. Freaking OBS wanted to be a troll to me today. There's Ryan Day getting interviewed. Of course, this game is on Peacock. For anyone frantically scrounging, scrolling through their TV lineup on their TV guide thing, and you don't see it, it's on Peacock. So, yeah, if you have Peacock, just go to the app and watch it with me. But if you don't, you know where to go. Right here. I'm a sufficient alternative. I'm free too. All you got to do is subscribe. Paul Burmeister and Chris Sims on the call. Wow. Obviously, Notre Dame is playing tonight, so I think they're going to be on NBC. So that's probably where Noah Eagle is. The true battle of Ohio, right? Facts. People say Ohio U was the first Ohio, and it kind of is, but they're not the better one, that's for sure. Ohio State coming in, as always, #1 in the nation. Ohio, of course, coming off a big win last week over West Virginia at home. Of course, you look at Ohio, they got a damn good quarterback, Parker Navarro. He's going to be the key to their success tonight. If you're Ohio State, it's simple. Just play your game. These guys ain't going to be able to keep up with you with the talent that we have. This is, of course, the final non-conference game of the year for the Buckeyes. After this week, the Buckeyes are off next week. And then they head to Washington to face the Huskies. Why do a lot of Browns fans go to church? Because church is on Sundays. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a burn. It's not. Nah, no. That didn't hit like you thought it would. Of course, remember last year, Ohio State had their one and only night game. Ironically enough, week 3 against Western Michigan. Same thing goes this time around, too. Because with all the Browns fans, yes, we need church. We do need Jesus. And even Jesus can't help us out. Well, I got 13 people in the chat. I'm just waiting for the first show the game comment. I'm just waiting for it. Because there's people out there right now frantically searching up and down their TV guide on their cable box or whatever, frantically looking for the game. Because they didn't know that this game is on Peacock. I would rather work a Sunday shift than watch Browns ball. I feel that. Tom Brenneman calling the Miami game. Oh, yeah, because he does CW games now. They actually allowed him back in the booth after he did something very bad a few years ago. So, yeah, we should be in action here in about at least a few minutes momentarily, as there's the red smoke from the scoreboard. And we shall see who we will be receiving here shortly. There's Brian Smith, first season as the Ohio head coach. Would I take Browns plus 11.5? I think the Browns can cover. Yeah. Even if they lose, I think they'll lose by less than 11.5. David Dellenbach ready to kick it away. So Ohio State will start off with the ball. There we are. Brennan Innes back to receive, or I guess fair catch it, because that's what he's going to do. Buckeye fans with their shoes in their hands. And the kick is away, and we're underway for week 3 of college football. And it'll be fair caught in the end zone, and here comes Julian Sayin. Of course, he only had about, 2 or so quarters of action last week. Hometown, Carlsbad, California, #1 QB in the class of 2024. Previously committed to Alabama, enrolled in January 2024, transferred to Ohio State later that month after Nick Saban retired. Quarterback battle with Lincoln Keenholz, named as starter on August 18th. Always rigged. That's true. Yeah. All right, so here's Julian Sayin, first snap coming up. Shotgun. Snap. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. There's Jeremiah Smith right at the marker. Wide open. No problem. 18 of 19 last week. School record 16 consecutive completions to start the game. Sayin could be a 2-time national champ. That's possible. 306 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. 1st and 10. Under center. Christian tonight. Like it really matters. All right. Under center. Snap. Hands it off. And there's a big run for Peoples. He'll get about 4.5, 5 yards, maybe 5.5. Skill positions. Sayin, Donaldson, Smith, Tate, Innes, and Max Clare. I would love to see him score his first touchdown as a Buckeye tonight. Sirveld, Montgomery, Hinsman, Shabola, and Daniels up front, blocking for Sayin. Pretty solid O-line. Not gonna lie. Snap. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. That's Tate. And that's a first down. And there's our first stupid little troll of the day. Let's hide you. Get you out of here. Go to the void. Have fun in the comment section void. Back to pass. Oh, he's bombing this one. He's got Jeremiah, and he catches it with ease, and it's inside the 10. I wish he would have threw that more towards the end zone, because then Jeremiah could have ran underneath it. These fools ain't going to stop him. They ain't going to stop him. Come on now. Get out of here. He's too big. He's too strong and too fast. He's a specimen. Already inside the 10. 1,500 career receiving yards, fewest games in school history. 19. 1st and goal under center. Snap. Hands it off. Donaldson gets about 2. Donaldson, of course, transferred from West Virginia, who played Ohio last week. 19 games, 1 game less than Jackson Smith and Jigba, 6 games less than Chris Carter and David Boston. And then you have Emeka, Wilson, and Williams, who all achieved it in 26 games. Gary Williams is from the 1970s. Holy. All right. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Man in motion. Hands it off again. Navigating through, he'll get to the 4. And that's Donaldson again. Yeah, running back situation has left more to be desired. That's for sure. The 9% red zone touchdown percentage, 3rd highest in the Big Ten. Shotgun for Sayin. Snap, back to pass. Throws. Stop and oh! I thought he was going to moss another guy, and they actually got to stop. This Georgia and Tennessee is good now? Is good? Yeah, I was watching it before I started this game, and they were back and forth. Surprised he didn't try to go to Jeremiah, but he tried to have Carnell moss a dude. And so we'll see what the Buckeyes do on this drive. And I'm going to keep saying out there. 2 of 3 4th down and 2 of 3 4th downs. Shotgun for Sayin. They're going for it here. Go to Jeremiah. I mean, come on. Back to pass. And he does nothing. Okay. Well, Julian, how about we don't do that ever again? And Ohio gets a stop on 4th down. Dude, what are you doing, bro? You're not freaking Garrett. You're not freaking Braxton Miller. How do you let yourself get ankle tackled, dude? Freaking Julian. Thinking he's Lamar Jackson. Wait, what happened? Oh, Smith. Oh, Tyler Smith. That moved the ball down the field with ease, and you don't even score. Come on now. Okay, let's do a quick checkup on all. Let's do a quick checkup here. Take 3. I know, right? Just the way he did it too. Just the way he did it. See what the defense can do. Check up on the Guardians. They were up 2-1. Oh, man. Next week's going to be fun, though, because I can just sit back and do nothing. 7:30 p.m. LSU in Florida. Oh, no, it's 38-38. Ooh. 2-1 Guardians, top of the 4th. Wow. Tennessee actually wins that game. I'm going to be like, wow. I said in Uncle Lou's chat earlier, right? I was like, if Tennessee wins this game, they're going to tear down the goalposts, both sides, throw them in the river. Then they're going to burn down the stadium and take the whatever's left and throw them in the river. And then they're going to throw themselves in the river. Yeah, you got to go to Donaldson. See, he's open immediately. He's open, dude. If he throws it right there, Donaldson's wide open. What do you not see there? Come on, Julian. So here's Ohio now at their own 9. And running back will get about 4. Marco Navarro, this season, 69% completion percentage, 486 pass yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, and 180 rushing yards. He leads the team. That's funny. I know you got a flag already. What could this be? Well, what is it? Hey, ref, turn on your microphone. I can't hear it. Was it a delay of game on the offense and the defense? Dude, these guys are not locked in at all. Oh, I guess they did something that was a no-no. Probably a clap or something. And they're going to hand it off, and you'll get the first down. Oh, boy. Front is Navarro, and then Bangura, Rodarty, Hendricks, Harris, and Williams. Offensive line is Rhodes, Weatherspoon, Marinero, Allen, and Jones for Ohio. Come on, defense. Get a freaking turnover right here, man. Come on. Shotgun for Navarro. Back to pass. And he's going to stumble around, and he'll go down right around the line of scrimmage. You know, these guys up front ain't getting no pressure at all. No pressure. Oh, wow. So the nephew of, I guess, maybe the cousin of Epi. Yeah, the cousin of Epi Satanelli got an offer today. Quick pass is hot, but he gets about a yard. And that'll be down. Third down. Yeah. All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 8. Might get a stop here. I need to see a freaking sack. This is the freaking MAC team. We should be freaking out here tearing these guys apart. All right, got 6 on the play clock. Empty backfield. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to throw it. Almost intercepted. That was a close one. That could have been picked. And it's 4th down. So, defense stepped up. Ryan Day trying to be aggressive on offense. Okay, I'm not going to be mad about that. But Julian had Donaldson wide open in the corner, streaking towards the side. I mean, come on, freaking small, like I can't even speak. You got to pretty much a tight end at running back. Like, come on, you got to be able to get the ball to him. I don't know what Julian was seeing there, but here's the return by Ennis that goes nowhere. Yo, Brandon Ennis, you're not a return man, my guy. I don't know why they have you back there, but you're not a guy like that. All he does is fair catch. That's all he does. Nothing really, just fair catches. All right. Guardians have a runner on 3rd, bottom of the 4th. All right. 25 seconds to go. The Marlins walked them off. The Marlins walked off the Tigers. Oh, Tennessee has the ball in the Georgia 24. They're going to lose to Tennessee. Oh my God. They're going to burn down that freaking split. They're going to burn down Neyland Stadium. They're really going to burn down that joint. Okay, what's really cool is I got ESPN, the site on here, and it's showing like the game going on as it's going on. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. Okay. So, right. You know, Vols fans want to storm the field, right? You know they want to. Second and 9, 12 seconds to go. Ball on the Georgia 24-yard line. Georgia has one timeout remaining. Yeah, this Georgia team, dude, they were just fooling around too much. Hit up by a touchdown with less than a minute to go. West Virginia's on the 17. There's some great games going on. All right. They're down. Texas Tech up 14-0. So let's look at Ryan Day coming through the skull session earlier, the little rally that they have before every game. Ohio State will take over at their own 28-yard line. It's still early in the season. Will Howard made mistakes last year. Yeah, it'll take a little bit before the team can really lock in. I got like the Tennessee game on my computer right here on ESPN.com. So Josh Heupel. Honestly, Josh Heupel looks like the guy that frequents the all-you-can-eat buffets near Knoxville. He's the one that keeps him in business. You calling him fat? No. He'd eat this tubby, that's all. Shotgun for saying. Hands it off, going around the edge. Puts through a tackle, and that's Donaldson inside the 35-yard line. CJ Donaldson running like a bowling ball. Good blocking by the tight ends, too. Seven seconds to go. 3rd and 5. Nervous Vols fans, that's for sure. 2 touchdowns, 112 yards on 24 rushes this season for CJ. Shotgun for Sayin. Hands it off again. Here's Peoples, first down near the 45 to about the 46-yard line. I mean, going from Judkins and Henderson, who could literally take any run to the house, to these guys, it's different. It's different. Seegers, Ojugo, okay, and then here's the secondary: Pearson, Mack, Thomason, Walker, and Williams for the Bobcats. John Hauser is the D coordinator. 1st and 10, 6:53 to go. Back to pass. Unloads. There's a catch. Is that Claire? Yep. Max Claire, the former Purdue Boilermaker. I want to see him get in the end zone. That'd be cool. Because last year, dude, West Virginia's on the pit 2-yard line. 14 seconds to go. Wow. I want to see Max Claire get in the end zone. I mean, the dude went from playing for Purdue last year, and West Virginia tied the game. Wow. 11 seconds to go, too. Woo-wee, man. Brian Hartline up top, the offensive coordinator, of course. Placing Chip Kelly, who went to the pros. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. Throws. Hit as he was as the catch was made. Maybe it gets a yard. Third and 10. 43-yard attempt. Oh, it's not even close. Oh my God, Vols. He shanked the hell out of that thing. Uncle Lou probably like, he missed it. Oh my God. He shanked out of that. God. 2nd and 9. Hands it off again, and there's another solid run for about 4 or 5. That dude shanked the crap out of that ball. Wow. That game's going to be going to OT, it looks like. Converted 42% of third downs, 11th in the Big Ten. Wow. Back to pass. Goes to Jeremiah, first down. On a cross route. Yeah, so Vols and Dogs going to overtime after the Tennessee kicker just completely missed it. Not even close. Didn't even doink off the freaking post. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. That's, I think, Jeremiah again. Nice little solid chunk. I want to see them send Jeremiah deep again. These guys can't cover him. Hell no. They can't cover him, man. All right, 4:03 to go here in the first. 2nd and 4. Still scoreless in Columbus. Buckeyes just shy of the red zone. Staying in the gun. Running back behind him. And we have whistles. Flags. And now we're messing up again. Freaking. I can't find it. NBC, ABC, PCAC. It's on PCAC. It's on the cock app. The birdie app. The other bird app. It's on PCAC. Because, of course, Notre Dame's on NBC. 2nd and 9. Shotgun for Sayin after the dumb penalty. Hands it off. Donaldson gets about 2. Yo, can we... Oh, playing so conservative. Brian. God. Oh, okay. So I think the other part of the stadium is all in gray, and the student section's in helmet stripe. I haven't really seen what that looks like yet. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. Throws. That's Jelani Thurman. He'll be about 2 yards shy. Oh, brother. Okay. Maybe 4-16 Iowa State over Arkansas State. Wow. And it'll be 4th and 2. So here's Jace fielding. No, I'm sorry, Jaden fielding, not Jace. This is Jaden fielding. They said Jace, I thought. 4th and 2. Field goal unit out here, 38-yard attempt. Kick is up and good. And the Buckeyes strike first with a field goal. There we go. All right. Mets lose their 8th straight. Yo, what the heck is up with the Mets lately? You know, I'm from streaky teams. This team is the streakiest of the streaky teams. Like, seriously. Prayers up for Duck's house. Nobody should ever have to go through that wishing for a speedy recovery. Why, what happened? What are you even talking about? All right. So 3-0 Buckeyes. I mean, I'm just happy we took points. But God, Ryan, stop being so damn conservative. But thank God for Matt Patricia. But I think they'll lock in here. No, it's still early. Should Ohio State try to flip Caden Gebhardt from Clemson? I mean, we didn't get Braylon Womack. I wouldn't completely hate it, to be fair. Take the points. I don't even know what you guys are talking about when it comes to Duck's house. Thought our kicker would get the first points of the day. Who would have thought? Definitely not me. Okay, I will say this. I'm seeing a picture from, the student section. Yeah, the students definitely showed up with the whole helmet stripe theme. Literally, the outer edge of the student section is black. They're blackout. The middle parts next to that are white, and then the center rows are all red. That's actually a dope ass theme idea. Looks like a lot of most of the people in the rest of the stadium, they listened. Wear gray. But yeah. Struggling against the Ohio Bobcats. Brian Hartline's is being extremely conservative. Like, he's not taking shots and everything. I think it's just mainly Julian. Julian's not locked in like he was last week. Okay. It's Ohio now at their own 25. Shotgun for Navarro. Back to pass. Looking, throws, incomplete. Georgia going to walk it off. We'll see. We shall see, yeah. Showing the defensive lineup for the Buckeyes. McLean, Downs, Styles, Jr., Igbinosun, and Matthews in the secondary. Shotgun for Navarro. And here's a run that goes nowhere. I think that's where you can afford to have Brian and company work things out on offense, because your defense is just going to stifle these guys all game. Once Ohio State gets going, they'll be good. Oh, yeah. Georgia's at the 4-yard line. Georgia's going to win. Hell yeah. 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 All right. Shotgun for Navarro. It's a pass. A pitch goes to about 3 yards. Okay, I'm actually going to, with my freaking, oh, it's all the way there, of course. All right. So Ohio State will receive the punt here. Fractured your collarbone. What the hell are you talking about, Duck's House? And here's a punt. Ennis, Captain Fair Catch. Mr. Fair Catch, because that's all he does. He'll fair catch it. At least he's safe with the ball. Can't be too mad about that. All right. Wise. Shotgun for Sand. Back to pass. Here's Tate. He's got a lot of space to the 50, 40, and near the 35-ish yard line. Yeah, they're going to officially say he's at the 35. All right. And that'll do it for the first. 3-0 Buckeyes after 1. Northwestern is ass, and so is their Lakeview Stadium. Wow. Damn flies, dude. Yeah. Freaking flies. Oh, my freaking camera froze. Hey, there we are. Wait, nope, my camera froze again. What the hell? Come on, stupid camera. Well, gotta make the camera switch. There we go. I had to bounce or something and just do a movement. Woke my camera up. My camera's like, oh, damn, I'm here. What happened? Whoa. So Georgia, well, they're up 41-38. Looks like they're looking at something here. One thing I love about flies, which isn't much of anything at all, they just love to get really up and close with you. They'd be flying right in your face. Browns are getting belt to ass tomorrow. You never know with the Browns. People think they're going to get their butt whipped, but I'll watch them win tomorrow. (31-24) West Virginia over Pitt right now. Not sure if that is game over or not. All right, so yeah, Georgia wins. Wow. Took overtime, but they win. Poor Tennessee fans. That's tough. That's tough. Well, now they can go jump in the river. Ah! Heupel. He's going to go drown his sorrows at a freaking local buffet at like midnight tonight. They're like, Mr. Heupel, you've been here for like 3 hours. Aren't you like, done?
No, I'm still eating. Nom nom.
But sir, that's your freaking sixth plate of food.
I know. I'm hungry, man. I can't beat Georgia. And I got embarrassed in the one actual playoff game my team has made so far. How do you think I feel?
All right. I'll get rid of that. And you enjoy the buffet. Bruh. Uh, Navarro might have hurt his left hand last drive, last series. So got to keep an eye on that now. I don't think that'll affect him too much because he's a righty, but still, something like that. Yeah, I don't think it'll affect him too much, but you never know. So we're gonna see Ohio back with the ball here, right? No, I'm sorry, that's right. We still have the ball. Duh! I forgot we got the ball back. All right, so yeah, at the Bobcat 35-yard line. Under center for Sayin. Hands it off. Goes nowhere. Dude, our run game stinks. God, it's Bo Jackson. Oh, they were actually going to get him more reps. We saw him briefly last week coming in late in the game. Well, now he's actually getting legit reps. Wow. It's going to be a damn good running back, I feel like, based off of what we've seen so far. Back to pass. And Tate shakes off a couple tacklers. Definitely makes that a much better situation. Third and about one or so. That was looking like it was going to be third and like 5. Came back for the ball, broke a couple tackles, damn near got to the first down. He damn near got the first down. Julian Sand out of the game. This is interesting. Keen holes. We'll run it. Oh, that's a little extra afterwards, but first down anyways. So good job, Lincoln. Mixing things up. Okay. Got a flag down too. Dummy McDumface decides to do a little personal foul afterwards. What are we doing, guys? Come on, man. The hell are you doing? I mean, our quarterback gets whacked in the face with the, helmet head to the gets kind of hit in the side, but I mean, you got a helmet on. It shouldn't be too much. Freaking bum. Who is that loser? Here we go, shooting ourselves in the foot with these dumbass penalties. Three tight ends out there. Wow. Hands it off right around the edge. Bo Jackson. He got tripped up. Tripped. Come on. Come on. Running through the damn tackle. God, getting freaking ankle tackle out here in 2025. What are we doing here? Jackson, though. It's sad. Bo Jackson's a freshman. Hadn't played until last week, which was late in the game, and he's already our best running back. That's sad. I still like James, obviously CJ, but back to pass, throws. Kasmerick, the former Bobcat, does a little flip, gets a solid chunk. Second down. Is Jed Wills playing tackle for OSU? Yeah, he somehow re-enrolled in the college. And he went to Ohio State. I don't even know who 77 is. Is that Onyanwa or something? It's not Daniels. He's on the right side. I think it was Onyanwa, the freak psychopath tackle from Rice. Hands it off right up the middle, inside the 5 to about the 2. There's CJ Donaldson. Call him C4. Like I said earlier, he was a tight end at West Virginia, which is shocking. But yeah, he was a tight end at first. I think when he first came into college, he was a tight end. Definitely has the size, low key, to be a tight end type. He's a bowling ball, that's for sure. Shotgun, like a pistol formation. Ennis motions, back to pass. Got a man wide open. Gonna roll to his right. Throws to nobody. He honestly would have had Ennis, but he wasn't even looking. Julian, open your eyes. Look around the field. Damn. You would have had Brandon Ennis right there. He had Brandon Ennis, but he just missed. Again, he didn't even look his way. Didn't even look his way. Julian's clearly got that favoritism thing going. Honestly, I feel like he's that quarterback that decides before the snap where he's going to throw it, regardless. Max Gilbert. We. All right. Second and goal. Hands it off. And he gets pounded into the ground. If we really can't score from inside the 5 again, Brian Hartline needs to hand the paper to freaking Ryan Day. Like, Brian, come on, dude. You're calling this offense like this offense is in second gear. What are we doing? Falling in love with a power run game. All right. So if we score here, man, I'm going to be pissed. Oh. Shotgun for Saiyan. Throws. Dropped. Oh. That's 2 opportunities inside the damn 5-yard line, and these bums can't score. He had Brandon Ennis wide open, but he doesn't look his way. Second time he's missed somebody that would have scored a touchdown. Julian needs to snap the ball and go through all his reads. Second time he's missed somebody. Now we're going to see another field goal. God, they want to be the Browns today, I guess. They're trying to be the Browns. Kicking field goals. Snap, up, and good. 6-0. No, actually, that's what it is. They're trying to showcase their kicker. Getting field goals. When Ohio State isn't instantly blowing a team out, right? Which they really should be. Love seeing people celebrate when their friends finally show up after missing most of the first quarter. It's a good one. It would be nice if we could hit the open man. I was Arkansas and Ole Miss today. Ooh, wow. There's a reason why Alabama didn't want this bum. Still early, but if I'm Ryan Day, I'm looking him straight in the eyes and I'm like, well, go through all your reads. You missed two guys who would have scored touchdowns. Probably because he didn't even look his way. I think he kind of predetermines what he's going to do. LSU, Florida, they were getting chippy before the game even started. I remember I saw that. That's nuts. Villanova scored to avoid the shutout on the final play of the game. Wow. There's the infamous Rufus beating up Brutus game there. 2010. And there's the current Rufus, and there's Brutus. Ohio State ready to kick it away. And it'll go in the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, Julian Sane has missed two guys. Oh, there's a little John back and forth before the game, huh? That's cool. Oh, tug of war. I see what they're doing. Wow. All right, here's Navarro. Right? This is Navarro, right? Oh, this is a different quarterback. Wow. Second down. I'm going to actually, oh, not mine. Can't find a vid. This game's on Peacock. Pass is caught. Stopped about a yard shy of the first down. Yeah, Ohio State is sleepwalking tonight. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Well, that was from the last drive, I think. Yeah. All right, there's Navarro. So a new quarterback in the game. This is interesting. Yeah. Snap. And he gets stuffed. Loss of a yard. They get nothing. They might give him a little forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. So let's see. Are they going to go for it? 8:36 to go here in the half. Again, Ohio's a solid team. They ain't like Grambling. They're probably the better of the MAC schools, but yeah, we can't be out here playing with our food. Straight up. Shotgun. Well, backup quarterback, too. And he got the first down. Wow. That's ballsy doing a side pass like that.
Not because, oh yeah, I mean, what if he drops it?
So if he drops it, it's obviously whatever. But you got a better hope that, there's enough space, which there was. But if you do a side pass, that thing has to be forward, because if it's a backwards pass and you drop it, that's a fumble. So 1st and 10. Shotgun. We're going to hand it off. He'll get about maybe 3. Being generous, I'll say 3 yards. All right. Anybody know why, for some reason, NBC is not showing the game? Yeah, this game's on Peacock. Peacock. Hey, yo. 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws, and he's caught about 2 yards shy of the first down. Ohio State still not generating a pass rush. I bet you this team could face a bunch of freaking junior college kids and they still wouldn't be able to generate a pass rush. 3rd and 2. Our main gripe is with the edge rushers. The interior guys are fine. Back to pass. Oh, watch out. Nobody really around. Just a bad throw, and that'll be 4th down. That's, the freaking guard that was getting pushed back into him. But there's Navarro talking to one of the coaches or whatever, maybe a trainer. All right. I can't show the game. I'm not taking no chances. So they're going to punt it away this time. Don't be surprised if they do a fake, though. Oh, yeah, they're not going to do a fake. And they're going to fair catch it right around 25-ish, 35-yard line around there. Buckeyes get it back. People are going to say, oh, but you can show a college game. I'm not taking no damn chances. Because I would be the one to get sniped off the internet off the YouTube if I show the game. I'm not going to do that. Because then if I show this game, then people are going to think I can show every game, which I can't. I don't want the Big Ten and them to get mad at me. Wow, Rashard Higgins is now a firefighter. That is something I never thought I'd see. Rashard Higgins is a firefighter. Not sure what department. Probably in his hometown somewhere. Not exactly sure. It's Doug the Pug. Oh my God, it's Doug the Pug. Oh my God. Tough week for the Haslams with kickers. Oh man. Jimmy was probably sitting in that suite. If he was even there, I'm sure he was. He's their #1 booster, so of course he would be there. Probably thinking, oh God, I can't escape it. He can't escape it. They really can't escape it. That wasn't even close either. Gee whiz. Losing in overtime, too? Tennessee's kicker was so nervous. I can imagine. That was his first kick in that situation. At home, too. Oh no, Timmy Chang says he's not going to subscribe. He's going to unsubscribe. Oh no. All right, 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Here's a play action. That's Bo Jackson. No relation to the legend. Funny enough, his actual first name is Lamar. Lamar Bo Jackson. 5:46 and counting here in the half. Buckeyes up 6-0 over Ohio. Reported me for misleading information. Back to pass. Saying throws wide open. It's Jeremiah Smith. Past the 50. Enjoy having no YouTube channel. What's so misleading about it? It says live reaction and play-by-play. I didn't say I was showing the game. Clearly, you're a noob to the channel because you know that I don't show the game. You're not even, you're, okay, you know what, I'm done with you. I usually don't do this to people, but I'm done with you. Not to mention, you're kind of spamming too. So bye-bye to me, Chang. Not suck. What a lovely name that is. Welcome to the comment section void, buckaroo. Have fun talking to a wall. Saying he's going to take off with it, and there's a flag. That's going to come back. Dude, why is Julian so addicted to holding on to the ball all of a sudden? Well, now they're tussling now with Jeremiah and a Bobcat corner, it looks like. Grabbing of the face mask from the Bobcat side. So let's see what happened here. Ooh. Yeah. Hands to the face. Yeah, 15 with the hands to the face. Oh, yeah, there's the hands to the face right there. Okay. That was the original penalty. And then you had the, after the fact, they were both grabbing each other's face masks, just drawing at each other. What's with this team today? They're just not on, they're not on their game. I'd be careful if I was that Ohio corner. Jeremiah's going to try to sun that loser. Tate motions. Hands it off. And there's a first down. What's up, macaroni? Let's go on a timeout in, but you did it before me. I didn't even time him out. I just hit him. I threw him in the void. You can talk in the chat, I think, but no one's going to see it. So have fun talking to a wall, buckaroo, if you're still watching. 1st and 10. Hands it off again for nothing. Yo, Brian Hartline, bro. What is this little strategy this dude is trying to do here? Strategy kind of sucks. Right? Strategy kind of stinks. 2nd and 10. Arkansas and Ole Miss, 14 apiece. Early in the second quarter. 247 total yards for the Buckeyes. 167 passing. Back to pass. Throws. Overthrows. Julian. Really going to end up with another field goal? As they're trying to be the Browns. That's my only explanation. They are trying to be the Browns. Why am I so blurry? That's my internet. Yeah. It's just YouTube Studio and OBS and them. Connection's probably sucky. Come on, Julian. I'm going to take you out and put Lincoln in if you keep this bum ass crap up. Looking around, looking around. Touchdown. It's Max Clare. His first touchdown as a Buckeye. Oh, yeah, look at that. First touchdown of the day goes to Max Clare. There we go. 12-0. Pick is up and good. 13-0. Yeah, I got my wish. Only took 3 weeks, but Max Clare finally gets in the end zone. Long enough. I will say that. All right. By the way, for anyone wanting the Guardians, they're up 2-1, bottom 8. What did Parker Messick do today anyway? Trolls busy tonight? Yes, they are. Very busy. Oh, yeah, it's those spam troll. Yeah. It's not really a troll. It's just, oh my God, 51 viewers. I didn't even notice that. I realized I got 50 people watching. But you know what? I bet you a lot of them are the unlucky people that don't have Peacock. So they're going to come in here thinking I'm going to show the game. But my protocol is I don't show the game because I'm not taking no chances with YouTube. Usually, you know, when it comes to like streaming games, they don't like when you show the game itself.
because these networks pay good money to show these games, and they don't want some scrubby YouTuber like me showing it. Now, usually they're kind of more lenient on the NCAA, but I'm not taking no chances, especially with it being on Peacock. So, yeah, Ohio State finally gets in the end zone. About time. All right, so we're going to see the kickoff here momentarily. Buckeyes up 13-0. And it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, the Trolls, they're working overdraft tonight. Roof, baby. Hell yeah. And there's another one. All right, guys. Oh, I thought the had to. Oh, there you go. There's Fox. Look at that. GameCube Fox right on the dot. All right, 1st and 10 for. I don't know if Navarro's back in or not. Shotgun with the running back behind him. Single back. Hands it off. And oh, this is a sack. About damn time. Caden McDonald. Old McDonald got a sack. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. Went right through the interior and got to the quarterback. That's not Navarro. That's a different quarterback. That's the backup. Hell yeah. Oh. Like I'm saying, man, our interior dudes they're something. They're good. I like our interior more than the edge at this point. Edge rushers ain't doing much of anything. All right, so 35 plays, 263 total yards, 18 minutes possession time for the Buckeyes, 16, 26, and only 8 minutes for the Bobcats. We should be up by like 20 plus right now. Shotgun. Back to pass. And there's a flag. It's going to be I believe, a false start. Could be delay of game, but I'm pretty sure it's false start. Let's see here. Yeah, I saw the guy move before the snap, so. Oh my God, that's a damn good nickname for Caden. Oh, yeah. Oh, now it's 3-1. Let's go. How do we score? Did we score? How did we score? Oh, Noel homer. Big Christmas. Hell yeah. About time he launched one. Back to pass. Throws, and it's incomplete. Little low of a pass. And that'll be 3rd down. Right? 3rd and 19. Yeesh. Cody Huff and slam from her. And now they're going to review it. Now they're going to the 9th. Okay. Oh, Ole Miss up 21-14. What's up, Fred? Good to see you. As always.
All right. All right. Oh, Ohio State actually used a timeout. I don't know when they did, but they used one earlier. When they don't tell me when they used a timeout. Is Ryan? Oh, I don't know about that, CC. I'm pretty sure it could be. I didn't even know we had it until I saw a picture of, what was it, 2 weeks ago? It's like, this dude got a nipple piercing. Are you serious, brother? What freaking bet did you lose to get that? Be beating them by a lot. I thought so too, but Julian's saying he's not locked in, as I say. He missed a couple wide open targets. First drive in the red zone, he missed CJ Donaldson's streak into the side to the corner. He would have been open. Oh, so they ruled it a completion. Like it really matters because he didn't really do much. I mean, Ohio's actually a solid team. Not taking that away from them. But I mean, we're not West Virginia, and we damn sure ain't Rutgers. And Ohio barely lost to Rutgers 34-31. And they beat West Virginia. But yeah, we're just not playing, we're not locked in. That's kind of on the side, that's just kind of Ohio playing a good brand of defense, not allowing us to cook them deep. And our running backs just aren't getting the job done for the most part, besides Bo Jackson. And yeah, Ohio State has a dude named Bo Jackson. There's Matt Patricia. 3rd and 13. Oh, yeah, usually, yeah. Oh, they moved. Back them up. All that for just them to jump early and back them up. Watch them put it on us, though. Yeah. Yeah. 3rd down still. That's the left guard. Our linebackers just came up to the line and he just kind of got scared. He's like, Arvell Reese kind of went like up, like, and then they got him to jump a little bit, just a little flinch. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 18. Shotgun, back to pass. Pusher coming and he's going down again. Hurry! Damn time. I guess they took what I said to heart because 2 sacks on this drive. Got something on my freaking floor. I think that was Caden Curry coming in with the sack from the middle. Oh, he ran over the dudes in the middle. My goodness. Curry. Curry. Yeah. It'll be 4th and 26 now. By the way, I was going to look and see how Parker Messick did. That's when I noticed it was 3-1. Arkansas and Ole Miss tied at 21. 21. 21. So Parker, 7 hits. Okay, 6 innings, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Not too bad. Okay. All right. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, yeah.
Toronto. Oh, Toronto won. Damn it. Detroit lost. Ah. Right. See if my guy Cade can lock this win down. But of course, Ohio State, it looked like they're sleepwalking a little bit. Maybe it's just the fact that they had to wait all freaking day for this game. But yeah, not great. Luckily, like I said before, our defense has been phenomenal, and Ohio really hasn't done much of anything. That's going to be big for later in the season. Our defense just goes out there and holds them down while the offense figures things out. Love to see that, though. All right, struck him out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Did he really strike him out? Let's see. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, oh, I see what happened. Okay. It's weird. Well, that's top of the first. And here's the return. This is Jeremiah Smith. And there's a flag. Freaking return dudes can't even do that correctly. Benintendi flew out to center. Okay. All right. In the back. Oh, I'm not going to get too mad. Always got to be sloppy. Always got to be sloppy. Rather have him get to it now than have this crap happen later in the season. Shotgun, saying back to pass, throws. Jeremiah gets a solid chunk, and that's about it. All right. 2nd and 4. Back to pass, saying dumps it off. This is Peoples. First down. Keeps the drive going. Back to pass. Quick throw is tipped and intercepted. Yeah, these guys are trying to be the Browns. I'm telling you. They're trying to be the Browns. I don't want to be doing Browns impression. Having passes tipped because your receivers can't catch. They are really trying to be the Browns. Why? I don't know. Just picked up by the defender and then bounced around and picked off. Oh, this team is unserious.
That's the second interception of the year for Julian at their own at the Buckeye 40. Ohio with it now. Here's a handoff. Shakes the tackler, but gets about a yard. All that for a yard. That's wow. Okay. All right. 56 seconds to go in the half. Back to pass. Here comes Atkinson. He'll throw it to nobody. Out of bounds. And we have flags down. There's Davison. This time it wasn't PI, it was holding. I grab his son his back, of course. Thought we were done with this. I grab his son. Doing so well, and he's over here grabbing. Why? Why? Some inside the 30. So get about a yard or two. That's about it there. The Ohio State 28-yard line. The guys doing their best Browns impression. Back to pass. Pressured. Yeah, he really lit up that dude. McClain laid the boom on him. For anyone wondering where the heck is freaking Navarro at, the quarterback for Ohio, I think he hurt his wrist on the first drive. We haven't seen him since that drive. It's been Poulos. 3rd and 9. 0 for 5 on 3rd down. Now these Big Ten refs are gonna look at it and probably say targeting because you can't hit a guy when he's making a play on a ball. Classic Big Ten refs. Didn't hit him in the head or anything. Wasn't spearing him. It was a textbook tackle. Wrapped his arms around him. Tackled him nicely. Jalen McClain's head kind of hit the shoulder first, but yeah, it's not targeting. They really reviewed that for targeting. But again, it's Big Ten refs. They will always look for targeting. They will always look for targeting.
You could make the cleanest tackle in the history of tackles, and they'll still look for targeting. If you lower your head even an inch, they will look for targeting. Inside the 30, 3rd and 9. Snap. And he's going to try to run it, and he'll get about a yard. Got ankle tackled. All right, 28 seconds to go. Oh, by the way, Ohio did use a timeout too. Again, they don't say anything. There we go. What's up, Swampy? Says, thanks for the stream and updates. You're welcome. I stream every game I possibly can. No, they're not going to do that. Chris Sims, why would you want to give Ohio State 28 seconds to throw a deep ball? Ryan Hartline ain't going to do that. He's going to run the ball and do a little dump off pass. The difference between Hartline and Kelly is insane. Brian Kelly, that dude we would have probably scored 20 plus points already if Chip Kelly was still here. But I mean, the Raiders, I think it was the Raiders, saw Chip Kelly and were like, we like that. 44-yard field goal attempt. Snap. It's up and it is good. 13-3, Buckeyes lead. Still have not allowed a red zone touchdown. Still a damn good defense, too. Did say Ohio would score 6. But I thought Ohio State would probably score like in the 40s. I don't know if they will. The Guardians are now just 6.5 games back in the division, and we still have 6 games to play. Well, 6.5 games out of first, and we have 6 games coming up against Detroit. Kicks away. And it'll stay in bounds. God, Brandon, you're not a return man. This dude cannot return kicks or anything. God. All he does is fair catch. All right, 1st and 10, 22 seconds to go. And they're going to take a knee. Yeah, classic Ohio State. Yep. Up 13-3 at halftime. Half. There we go. All right, so let's replenish the score of the timeouts. Okay. So let's go through the box score for the first half. For the Buckeyes, Julian Sayin, not too shabby. 16 of 21, 199 yards, 1 touchdown and a pick.
On the ground, not really much. Bo Jackson, freshman running back, 4 carries, 30 yards. CJ Donaldson, 6 for 26. James Peoples, 4 for 18. Lincoln Keenholz had 1 carry for 8 yards. Julian also had 1 for -5. Through the air, Jeremiah Smith, 4 receptions, 66 yards. Carnell Tate, 3 for 47. Max Clare, his first touchdown as a Buckeye. 2 catches, 30 yards. Bo Jackson, 1 for 11. James Peoples, 2 for 11. Jelani Thurman, 1 for 6. And Will Kasmerick, 1 for 5. Defensively, 2 sacks from Caden McDonald and Caden Curry. The Cadens. If your name is Caden, you get a sack. Caden Curry. Curry. I know there's people out there like, this dude, why does he say his name like that? Because I want to. Oh, man. Yeah. Total yardage, Ohio State 279, Ohio 28. Let's go through the other scores. By the way, if you really want to know about Ohio's stats, there isn't much of anything, actually. Nick Polis, 4 completions, 6 attempts, 19 yards. Parker Navarro, 2 for 4 for 4 yards. They have 12 carries for 5 yards on the ground. Nick Polis, 3 carries minus 10 yards. C. Bengura, 5 for 8. Duncan Brune, 3 for 6. And Parker has 1 for 1 yard. Through the air, Max Rodardi, 1 reception, 6 yards. Jake Bruno, 1 for 5. Mason Williams, 1 for 3. Chase Hendricks, 1 for 2. Rodney Harris, the second, 1 for 1. And they have 1 sack from Anas Lookman. Okay. Let's go through the rest of the scores. In the we're going to start off with the top 25 first. Mediocre first half, but we'll be fine. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Mediocre, definitely. So we're going to start off with the games that went final earlier today. Starting off with the games from earlier today. Of course, yesterday, Indiana beat Indiana State. Whoop-de-doo. Mizzou over Louisiana, 52-10. Auburn beat South Alabama, 31-15. Team Up North over Central Michigan, 63-3. Alabama over Wisconsin, 38-14. Iowa State barely beat Arkansas State, 24-16. They're undefeated at 4-0. Oklahoma over Temple, 42-3. Georgia Tech, big time win over number 12 Clemson, 24-21. Number 7 Texas over UTEP, 27-10. And then you look at the afternoon games in the top 25. Georgia over Tennessee, 44-41. Oregon over Northwestern, 34-14. Penn State over Villanova, 52-6. And then games that are in progress. Starting off, of course, Ohio State up 13-3 at half. Late in the third quarter, 35-0 Texas Tech over Oregon State. Yeesh. The Beavers are ass. 28-6 Miami over South Florida, middle of the third. Nothing Illinois over Western Michigan at halftime. Miss over Arkansas, 28-21, late in the first half. LSU and Florida tied at 3. just starting the second quarter. Notre Dame 17-7 over Texas A&M early in the second quarter. Vandy and South Carolina tied at 7. Again, very early in the second quarter. And then literally just starting the second quarter, Utah over Wyoming 3-0. Now, in terms of the rest of Division I ball, let's see. Merrimack losing to Kennesaw State. Who cares? Mississippi State smacking Alcorn State. Okay, wonderful. 56-0. Marshall looking to get their first win of the season. They're up 38-7 over Eastern Kentucky. Monmouth and Charlotte, they're tied at 28 in the fourth. USC all over Purdue, 20-3 in the third quarter. Virginia Tech losing to Old Dominion. Yes, Old Dominion, 28-0 at halftime. What the hell happened to Virginia Tech? 31-24. Georgia Southern over Jacksonville State. They're at halftime. Or maybe they just started the second quarter. I'm not really sure. I think it's halftime. 23-7, Georgia State over Murray State at half. Southern Miss over App State, 17-7 at halftime. Rice over Prairie View A&M, 24-7 at half. Okay, Kentucky over Eastern Michigan, 21-6, middle of the second quarter. Iowa over UMass, 23-7 in the second. 24-0 Louisiana Tech over New Mexico State. Damn, New Mexico State's undefeated. Damn. 10-23 in the half. 10-0 ECU over Coastal Carolina. Eastern Carolina over Coastal Carolina. 10-0 early in the second quarter. Duke losing to Tulane. 14-0 in the first. TCU over Abilene Christian. 14-0 in the second. Tulsa over the Naval Academy. 14-7 late in the first. Florida Atlantic and Florida International are scoreless. That game just got underway a few minutes ago. UAB and Akron tied up at 7 early in the first. And then coming up later tonight, Air Force and Utah State at 9:45. At 10 o'clock, Southern faces Fresno State. Minnesota and Cal face off on ESPN at 10:30 in Cal Berkeley. Boston College and Stanford, 10:30 on ACC Network. Texas State and Arizona State, 10:30. Portland State and Hawaii at midnight. And that's it for Division I ball for week 3. If it's week 3, how in the heck is Iowa State 4-0? Because they played week 0. In Finley, 1 pass for a touchdown. That's actually insane. But who did he throw it to? Wait, UAB took the kick to the crib? Oh, man. Man, I wish I could see how that went. They must have taken the opening kick or something to the crib. Akron has 1 first down. UAB has 2. Wow. So Akron on the second play of the game must have taken it to the crib then. They had the ball 11 seconds. UAB for 3 minutes, 18 seconds. Oh, the quarterback's a Kitna over there at UAB. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Don't even have a stat. How did Akron score? Let me see here. Like was an oh man. Now we're not gonna lose to freaking Ohio. At least I hope not. Just hope the Buckeyes wake up in the second half because you don't want to give this team any confidence. First touchdown and points of the season. Oh wow. Okay, so one play. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. So UAB took the opening kick to the crib then. Wow. That's actually crazy. UAB took the opening crib to the crib. They took the opening kick to the crib. Wow. Actually scored their first points of the season. Yeah, that's Akron's first points of the year. Took them 3 weeks to do it. My overall thoughts on this game so far: the Buckeyes are they're sleepwalking. Happens to even the best of teams, but they got to lock in. So let me see. UAB, did they take the opening kick to the crib? They must have because it's 7-0. Yeah. And then Akron took one play later, or 2 plays, and they scored. Yeah. Solomon Beebe returned the opening kickoff to the crib. And then, like, 2 plays, not even 2 plays. No, not even. 1 play later, Akron responded. That's actually insane. That is actually freaking hilarious. Man, what a way to score your first points of the year. Yeah, shout out to what, 30 some people watching. I know a lot of y'all just are, disappointed because you see the title, you're thinking, oh, I get to watch the game. You click on the stream and it's just some scrubby looking freaking fan, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's the thing. I know y'all would love to hear the broadcast of Peacock. But yeah, so I would love to show the game, but I'm not taking no chances with YouTube. The last thing I'd want to do is to show the game and then get a notice that my channel has been taken down because of copyright laws. Because again, these networks and stuff pay big money to get these games. Hey guys, be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. They get me something to drink because I feel like I'm going to be talking a lot. You know, like Sims is saying, they don't need to adjust too much, just execute. Again, Julian's saying missed 2 open guys in the red zone on back-to-back drives. The first one was CJ Donaldson going to the right. He had a guy on him, but I mean, he's a big dude. He would have been able to break the tackle. You know, I mean, that's the way Julian is, I guess. Overdoing it. All right, so halftime show is about to wrap up. We should be back in about 5 or so minutes. Oh, Ohio University brought their band. Their band isn't even sitting in the bottom row. They're sitting up top. That's tough. Delaware beat UConn on a last-second touchdown in overtime. Or maybe it was going to be overtime. Yeah, it is an overtime. That's right. I didn't know they had timing. Oh, no, they don't. That's the play clock. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Beat him in overtime. That's okay. Oh, I just want to see this team going down the field like they did in that first drive and actually score a touchdown. Toledo took down Morgan State 60-0. All right, so we should be about to start the third quarter here. Usually when they show like a montage of the first half highlights, that tells you that they're about to get ready for the third quarter. All right. So, yep, third quarter about to start. Julian saying 16 of 21, 199 yards and a touchdown with a bad pick, which wasn't really on him. It was just a tip pass by a lineman. Jeremiah Smith, 6 receptions, 9 targets, 89 yards. 1 fourth down stop for the Ohio D. 1 interception held Ohio State to 13 points. And Ohio State, of course, will kick off for the second half. And the kick's away. And it'll go through the end zone for a touchback.
See who the quarterback is. But it is Parker Navarro. He is back out there. I think he was only out there for like one first quarter because of an injury. I think he hurt his wrist or something. So he's out there, shotgun. Snap. Y'all get about 4, maybe actually more than that, maybe 6 yards. Chased down by Downs. He was actually able to kind of outrun Downs. Not many guys can say that. All right, 2nd and 2, gain of 8. Shotgun for Navarro. He caught it. Wow. Come on, break it. What are we doing? Oh, touchdown OU. Like I said, guys, these dudes don't back down. Freaking Styles. Oh, I wonder who was the coverage guy. Was it Styles? Why the blur? Just my internet being trash as always. I don't need to kick us up. Oh, he picked it! And he missed it. Oh, God. 13-9. Boing. You could hear that from the upper deck. Boing. Boing. Yeah, that's Lorenzo Styles. They swear that he's a good corner. No, he's not. The heck was Lorenzo doing? Come on, Lorenzo, turn your damn head. Lorenzo Styles is without a doubt the weakest link in the secondary. How is he getting reps over Devin Sanchez? Or Aaron Scott? Or Bryce West? Wow. And here's the fair catch. And here what Ohio State does. Jackson at running back to start this drive. Hands it off. Hands it off, up the middle, breaks the tackle. Uh-oh, there goes Bo. Bo Jackson. Stiff middle, breaks the tackle. Uh-oh, there goes Bo. Bo Jackson. Stiff arm. Look at him go. Damn. Stiff arm that dude. That's running back 1 right there. Sorry, CJ and James, but this kid is something. He damn near housed the freaking first play right back at you. He's from, of course, Ohio. Right up in Cleveland, Villa Angela, St. Joe's. This dude run. He's running back 1. He's RB1. First play. Damn near housed it. I thought he was going to do a Derrick Henry impression and freaking get off me. He's only a freshman. 94 yards on 5 rushes. He's RB1. He's RB1. Just by doing that alone. And we have whistles. Yay. We love flags. Oh, is there a timeout? Did I have game? Fresh off a big play. Yeah, I mean, we're not locked in. Coming off a big play. We're too busy. Oh, that was a big play. These guys got mush for brain or something tonight. Damn. Hands off to Donaldson. Gets a solid few yards. I swear they're going to end up not scoring a touchdown here. It's going to piss me off even more. They are really trying to be the damn Browns. I tell you what. Stop trying to be the Browns. Ryan, I know you played for the Browns, okay? You don't have to be like them. God. Freaking making my camera freeze up and everything. God, Brian. The pass. Come on, Julian. Damn, do something with it. God, they're like the Browns today. What's that red square in the end of the turf there? What's that? That's the end zone. You're supposed to You're supposed to get in there. They did it earlier. Brian's going, okay, let's do a halfback draw. Yeah. Can't score touchdowns against a freaking MAC team. 3rd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to roll. Dumps it off. And he's going to in for the touchdown. Hey, CJ. Keep going on there. He's like, no, I'm not going to be denied. That's what it is. He will not be denied. Powers his way into the end zone. Right there. When this bum steps out of bounds. Are you serious? These guys are allergic to scoring touchdowns. Today, all of a sudden. Talking about a team that used to score touchdowns in their sleep, and now they can't freaking score. They want to be the Browns today. Of course. Of course. Straight goal from the 4. Oh. Yeah. Okay, bum ass Donaldson. All right. Yeah, I mean, that was a good play by Sam. Field goal unit coming back out again now. Ryan Hartline's really trying to get freaking the field goal kicker a little bit of, you know, exposure, I guess. All of a sudden, this loser ass team can't get in the end zone. Kicks up. Oh, he got it. I thought he missed that. That was a sharp ankle, but hey, he made it. That's all that matters. 16-9. Teams out here scoring field goals. Browns doing their best Browns impression today. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again.
T-Mobile was the fastest place to the new iPhone 17 product. Hold on, is this big enough? We should have music like better. And it left feeling. It's the powerful iPhone ever bought. That is it. But then inquired of looking old by also
Ay, ay, ay. Lorenzo Styles Jr., Shiloh Sanders. That's tough. That's tough. But honestly, I think it could be true. By the way, guys, I think I found my banner for the next home game against Minnesota in like 3 weeks. Yeah. The helmet stripe looks beautiful. Typical, just a classic fall evening in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I will say, I mean, the rest of the stadium didn't seem like they knew what they were doing, but the students, they they knew the assignment. They understood the assignment. And he goes in the end zone for a touchback. There we are. All right, well, 16-9 Buckeyes. Parker Navarro comes back in, and on the first drive, throws a bomb to Chase Hendricks for the touchdown. And now Navarro back out there for a second drive of the third quarter. He missed most of the first half with an injury, but he's back out there. 16-9 Buckeyes. 16-9 Buckeyes. Snap. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Snap. Oh, it's almost intercepted. That was Styles who almost got his redemption. Styles almost jumped the route. And it looks like we have an injured Buckeye. I think it's Styles. He was on the ground. It looked like he might have hurt his arm. I think. Yeah.
good room on family vacation.
What I'm doing in fantasy. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be big because that's the final day, I think, of games, right? I mean, I still got Mason Miller and Helsley. Well, no, I got Mason Miller. Hopefully, yeah, he didn't have any pitchers today. Tomorrow he has Imanaga, Lodolo, and Warren against Boston, Sacramento, and Tampa. And I got Bailey Ober, and I'm probably just gonna switch out Colin Ray. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Pay more for guys like Justice Haynes? Yeah, definitely. And one thing, people who bet for Ohio to cover, you're probably feeling like, yep, I knew it. I could have seen Ohio covering. IDK says, can you make me a mod? Can you make me a mod, please? Make me a mod. I only make people that I've seen on this channel for a long time legit moderators. I don't just pick any randoms to be mods. Because to be a moderator, yeah, that's a lot of responsibility. And you can't be a troll either. Most of the people on this channel, most of the mods are fellow content creators. All right. It is 2nd and 3 after the injury to Lorenzo Styles. I think he hurt his arm on that tackle attempt. Snap. Navarro gets the first down. What's up, Jacob? Tell you one thing. This game's close. People are going to be like, what was going on? This offensive scheme, kind of trash. Saying looked like garbage today so far. Missing reads and, yeah, not capitalizing on big plays. Getting in the red zone and not scoring touchdowns. Oh my God, they blew that up. And there's Kenyatta Jackson, senior. Been waiting for him to make some noise. Yeah, looks like he is, Jacob. He was activated today. The Browns activated Judkins and they waived Gage Larvadane. So we are going to see Quinshon Judkins tomorrow. And I can't wait. All right, 2nd and 12 at their own 35-ish yard line. Florida LSU tied at 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming and he's going down. That's Arvell Reese, I believe, with the sack. Bringing funky fronts. Yeah, Arvell Reese. Coming up with the stunt. All right, now it's 3rd and 14. Come on, give me a turnover.
Shotgun. Back to pass. It down. It's picked. Kenyatta Jackson picked it off? Really? Did that just happen? You see how that happened? Did he just say, "Give me that"? Parker Navarro? Let's see. Throws it right at him off of Reese. Oh, okay. Oh. It hit the ground. I was going to say, what the heck is that? I'm like, was that some sort of Madden glitch? It's like, he didn't. Yeah, it's an incomplete pass. I was going to say, that's not a fumble. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, there's no way the ball could get to freaking Kenyatta because he was all the way like 5-10 feet away from Arvell. Arvell didn't bat it up, he just batted it down. Now, if Parker had kept it up like that, yeah, it wouldn't have made no sense. But it still got the incompletion. I was like, ain't no way he picked that off. It wasn't a fumble either. There's Lorenzo Styles on the side. And here's the return. This is, wow. Oh, look at this. A return by Brandon Ennis. I cannot believe it. He actually returned a punt. I'm genuinely shocked. He didn't go, He actually returned a punt for positive yardage. Oh, that progress. Good job, Brandon. I mean, to be fair, Quandale, Ohio took Rutgers to the limit and they beat West Virginia. So they faced some quality Power 4 competition. Granted, Rutgers isn't on Ohio State's level and neither is West Virginia, but still. So you know they ain't scared at all of us. We gotta make them scared. Kenyatta really? Kenyatta actually? No, Brandon Ennis. Okay. I like Brandon Ennis. I just need him to do better on punt returns. Take advantage of any chance you have. That was funny. I don't know. They thought that was a fumble. That's the funniest thing ever. Well, it's because he threw it. It got batted back by Reese to the quarterback. And they thought he might have just tried. He fumbled it afterwards, but he didn't. And then Kenyatta just runs it to the other side, runs it to the house. Like, all right, well, I mean, that's cool. But, bro, had me tripping. I was like, what the heck happened? I was like, what? Wait, what? I was like, huh? Back, guys.
Okay, we're back, guys. All right. Let me go check something real quick. Saiyan hands it off, and a gain of about 2. So yeah, Peoples still actually getting some good reps. I mean, Bo Jackson is clearly running back 1. I'd still use Peoples and Donaldson because they're good booming, power backs, but they ain't like Judkins and Henderson. We were blessed last year. Dump off pass to Tate. Good blocking. Gets the first down. Good job, Carnell. Good blocking, too, downfield. 16-9 Buckeyes lead. 7:26 to go in the third. I think our struggle is more on Julian Saiyan than Brian because Julian missed 2 guys who would have scored touchdowns on those 2 drives before in the opening quarter. Yeah. And then, of course, CJ Donaldson not getting in the end zone. Yeah. Power I formation here. And they'll get the first down with Donaldson. Yeah, use the guy nicknamed C4 to blow a hole through the wall of linemen to get the first down. Keeps the drive going. If I was just tuning in and you're wondering, okay, where's the game at? Well, I don't show the game because I'm not taking a chance with YouTube. I know they're kind of lenient on NCAA games, but I'm not taking that chance. Shotgun. Back to pass. Loads up. Going deep. Get it, man. Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes. About damn time. About damn time. Thank you. Took you long enough. Now let's take over this damn game, eh? 22-9. Play action. Beautiful pass. A dot right on the money to Jeremiah. 1-on-1. You get a guy 1-on-1 with Jeremiah, it's game over. Nobody can guard him 1-on-1. Snap. It's up and good. 23-9. There's one thing about Julian. He can throw dots. Right on the money. He's accurate. His accuracy isn't an issue. Even if he does miss a receiver, it's not by much. Maybe he lofts it a little too much or something, but for the most part, he's definitely the most accurate quarterback on our team right now, I think. West Virginia winning the backyard brawl in OT and immediately blasting "Take Me Home" is so incredibly awesome. Hell yeah. Yep. I don't mind all these games on streaming services, but having to switch back and forth between the apps is so annoying. Yeah. Remember what life was like before streaming apps were around? Games were just on TV. The main thing about streaming apps is getting to watch whatever you want on demand whenever. Whatever you want, whenever you want. I don't usually watch live TV with the apps I have. I usually, unless it's like, a WWE pay-per-view, or PLE, which they're now going to be on ESPN starting next week, for the most part. Hell yeah. Notre Dame and A&M. How are they doing? A&M up. Oh, yeah, they're winning now. 28-24. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Wow. Le'Veon Moss. There's a look at Ohio Stadium. You see the scoreboard. I believe next year, or should I say this offseason coming up, they're actually going to replace the Jumbotron. And honestly, if they do, which will, that's been confirmed, I need them to make that thing ginormous. All right, here's the kick. It is fielded in the end zone for a touchback. 23-9 Buckeyes lead. And here's Parker Navarro back out for another drive. They started the third quarter with a bomb touchdown pass, and last drive didn't go so well. Couple sacks for Ohio State on that drive. D lineman starting to get after it, which is nice to see. Shotgun, empty backfield. Going 5 wide for Navarro. Back to pass. He's going to roll. Throws it up, and he throws it out of bounds. Only one guy was in the area, and that was Lorenzo Styles. And we have a flag down. I think it might be intentional grounding. There's like nobody around. Oh, no, okay. There was going to be a foul for a player downfield, but no. Patricia, the defensive coordinator, on the field. That's a different sight. Honestly, I don't mind that. Hands it off, and I'll get about 2. Yeah. Our state has a bye week next week. And then they head out to Washington, the state, to face the Huskies. I bet you they're going to have that game late as hell at night, too. Probably 7 o'clock. They're not going to put us at 11. Hell no. Probably like what they did with Oregon. 7 o'clock, probably on NBC or BTN. Hard to say. Back to pass. You're coming. And there's a slant. Powers through for a first down. Just shy of the 45. That's Bruno. Matt Patricia walking in. Like the hat, though. Like the hat. Looks like a golfer hat. 1st and 10. At the 43 or so yard line. And he's eating up about a gain of 1 to the 44. Right around the 45. Cleveland has won 8 of 9 and is 77-71.
2nd and 8. And they're going to run it. Ooh, and he's loss of 2. Caleb Downs. Man, when you're going to run South on the sideline, you can't do that because we got another spam troll. Oh, look at that. Fox is on the case today. Wow. You can tell he's locked in. Love to see that from GameCube Fox. Utilizing the wrench. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Tipped and deflected. That's Curry again. Breaking it up. Curry. As you guys could tell, I am really enjoying being able to yell Curry. Nice job to just break that up, get his hand up there, and bat it away. 10 tackles and a sack on the season for Caden Curry. Caden Curry. Caden Curry. And here's the punt. It's a lower punt. Watch out. And yeah, there was almost a little friendly fire in there, but he fielded it clean, and that'll give the Buckeyes the ball back late here in the 3rd quarter. Bo Jackson can play in one more regular season game before Ohio State has to decide if they are going to redshirt him. Yeah. Because if you redshirt him, you won't lose a year. He'll be a redshirt freshman. But if you don't redshirt him, then he'll use up a year. They're probably doing that with West and Dixon, and I assume Turbo as well. Probably redshirting them. Then next year, they're going to be getting a running back in favor, a key as well. And I could see them bringing in a transfer as well. And I could honestly see a couple of our dudes, maybe Peoples, Dixon. I could see those guys transferring. Yeah. I could see it. I could see it. Ohio State gets the ball back here. Up 23-9. That last drive was probably the best drive we've had in a little while. Donaldson and people still getting carries. Yeah. Jackson breaks off a big-ass run, and then that's it. Okay. Someone said on Twitter, they need to feed Bo and use Donaldson in short yardage situations. That's what they need to do. See what Ohio State cooks up here. This is, I believe, what, their 2nd or 3rd drive in the 3rd quarter? 8 receptions, 139 yards, and a touchdown today. Didn't realize he was doing that, but sheesh. Shotgun for Sayin. Hands it off, and it gets about a few yards. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's Bo Jackson. 1st-round draft pick since 2022. Wilson and Olave. And then Jigba and Harrison. And then, of course, Mekekbuka. Tate and Ennis could be up there, especially Tate. Dumps it off. Bo Jackson gets a first down. Jeremiah. Shotgun for Sayin. Hands it off on a jet sweep. Bo Jackson gets about 7 or 6 yards. Minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun, back to pass. Sayin, loading up. Overthrows this man. Oh, Will, what are you doing, bro? You gotta... Oh. Three to 9, minute 14 to go. Back to pass. Sayin, Jeremiah. I'm sorry, it's Carnell Tate for the first down. I just assume everything's going to Jeremiah. There's Tate up top. Under center. Snap. Play action. Loading up. Got him on the cross. That's Jeremiah. Ball's out. But he fell back on it. It was a catch anyway, because he was already down. He did the safe thing and fell back on it, just in case. 14 seconds to go. And that'll do it for, I believe, the third quarter. Not sure if they're going to run a play here. 2, 1, yeah. All right. After 3, 23 to 9 Buckeyes. All right. Jackson Merrill hit a homer. Nice. That's good for fantasy. All right, let's do a little entering the fourth quarter score update around the nation in terms of college football. That's Division I, of course. Shout out, as always, to everybody who's watching tonight. Again, if you've been frantically searching your radio dial, if you've been searching through your TV wondering where the heck the game is, it's on Peacock, the app. Of course, by now, a lot of you have probably realized I don't have Peacock. Peacock isn't free. I'm not going to pay for it. So I'm just going to sit here and listen to my dude, Crazy Dog, call the game. And I'm trying my best to call it as best I could. Right? So let's do a little score update around the nation. Of course, starting off in the top 25, LSU up over Florida, 13-10. Texas Tech over Oregon State, 45-14. That game is now final. Illinois over Western Michigan, 24-0 after 3. 38-28 Ole Miss over Arkansas. late in the third. At halftime, Texas A&M over Notre Dame, 28-24. 14-7 Vanderbilt at halftime over South Carolina. Vandy man. Love that. And then Utah, after one, or at the end of the half, up 3-0 over Wyoming. Damn, really? Can't score on Wyoming? Miami did take down South Florida, 49-12. So the legend of South Florida died off pretty quickly. But Florida, Miami is actually damn good this year. They might actually be serious, guys. I can't believe I'm saying that. They might actually be serious this year. And that hasn't happened too often. Usually, they'll be good for a little bit and then they just fade away. I think Miami could legit be serious this year. Playoff serious? We'll see. But, yeah, they might be a team to keep an eye on for the conference. The only other team that I think that could challenge them, for their conference, maybe Georgia Tech? Possibly. Hard to say. By the way, Georgia Tech over Clemson today. How about that, huh? Other games, that's from the top 25. Overall and around the country in general, USC over Purdue 30-17. Fourth quarter underway there. 38-7 Old Dominion over Virginia Tech. Oh my God. 34-31 Jayville State over Georgia Southern. All right, that's all we really care about. All right, hands it off. Here's Bo Jackson. Loss of about a yard. Of course, West Virginia beat Pitt in the backyard brawl. Coming off a win last week, West Virginia lost to these Ohio Bobcats in a shocker in Athens, Ohio. All right. It is 2nd and 11, back to pass, saying, loading up, going deep, got a man, it's Tate, touchdown, Buckeyes. Yeah, just let it rip on these fools, man. Let it rip on them. Just let it rip on them. Don't even 29-9. That's how you start fourth quarter. That's where having an effective run game helps too. Because these defenders creep up to stop the run. And that just leaves these dudes one-on-one. And you got elite receivers, so they'll beat anybody. Bunch of safeties. So they're going this way and in. We're leaving a dude one-on-one with Carnell Tate. It was one-on-one with a safety. And Tate was already full speed, so yeah. But he got cooked. And then he got hit after. Oh, I thought he got hit afterwards. No. Almost did. Oh, no, Tate. To the 9. Now they got to reset the ball. I guess the ball fell over. Safe to say Ohio State they just didn't come out locked in like last week.
And it kicks away. And it's through the end zone for a touchback. Parker Navarro going to come back out for another drive. Yeah, I mean, you look at the MAC right now. I mean, it's hard to really say what exactly the MAC is looking like, but Ohio is probably going to be fighting for the conference with Toledo, maybe Buffalo. Akron stinks as always, but yeah. It's probably going to be Akron and Bowling Green, probably in Toledo. Maybe Miami, Ohio, but that's hard to say. Even Northern Illinois, I don't even know how they've been doing. I don't think they played today, did they? I don't exactly know the standings for the MAC, but for us later in the season, you'll have games on Tuesdays. Maction. We love some Maction, right? On Tuesdays. Yeah, that's always the fun part. When it's the winter time and it's snowing and you get a game in Akron, Ohio, and it's a blizzard condition. It's blizzarding. It's a blizzard, and yeah, nothing better. 2nd and 11. Navarro in the gun, takes the snap. Another run for about 3. Still 3rd down, though. That's Bangura. There's Lorenzo Style. I mean, that's not Lorenzo. That's Sonny Styles. The better brother. Just saying. If the Styles family are watching, I mean, Lorenzo. I mean, come on, let's be serious. He's all right. Definitely not the worst I've seen as a fan, but he just has to be better fundamentally. Hope he's all right, though, because I saw he got hurt. I'm not sure if he's out there. I don't see him. Back to pass. Pressured. Coming from behind. And he's going down. That's Bo Atkinson, the transfer from North Carolina. About damn time these freaking edge rushers start getting involved. Damn. They paid big money. They paid good money to bring in. He was the best available edge rusher late in the spring, or like late in the winter, and they brought him down. They brought him in. Of course, they were trying very hard to bring in a guy. Oh, almost blocked it. They were trying very hard to bring in like a Damon Wilson, but yeah, he chose to go elsewhere. I haven't seen Logan George though. Bo Atkinson, man, love to see that.
Don't lose the excitement of national competition. Don't jeopardize women's sports and other sports. Be assured work over actually to continue to enjoy the important and ensure that we pursue it instead of their rights made and we should right this rights.
Hello, Jeremiah Smith down there somewhere. Yeah, pretty much. Bo and Bo. Dudes named Bo and Curry and Caden getting after it today. Bo, Hayden, and gotta tweet that out. Bo, Caden, and Caden. But you love to see that. Gary. Hmm. All right. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream and everything, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell. No game next week, as Ohio State is on the bye, but I will be live. Keyword, I will be live no matter what time the game is at against Washington. If it's a noon start, which would be hilarious because that would be a 9 a.m. kickoff out there in Washington, that would just be no. I can't imagine literally doing a game at 9 a.m. So we know that's not going to happen. If anything, I think the earliest that game will be is at 3:30. Because that'd be a noon game for them out there. Anytime after 3:30, I think is probably what's going to happen for that game against Washington in 2 weeks. Now, knowing us, that means the game could be at 10. Because that would be a 7 o'clock kick out there. Again, it could be a 7 o'clock kick for us, 4 o'clock for them. There's so many different ways to do it. We'll probably know by next week. We'll be live for that. Back to pass, Sayin throws. There's the tight end, Kasmerick again. Gain of a few yards, the former Ohio Bobcat. Fun fact, of course, he was, I think, the first transfer portal commit from last season. Yeah. Heading into last season. So that would have been 2 off seasons ago. Heading into last season. He was the first transfer portal commit that we had. Hands it off, around the edge, first down. Past the 50, that's Bo Jackson. Dude, it's going to be hard to keep Bo Jackson off the field. I don't think they're going to shirt him. I don't think they will. You can't. He's too good. I mean, yeah, you could redshirt him, but then it's like if you redshirt him, you can't play him anymore after next week, which we don't play next week. So I don't know if that'll count for that. Probably for the Washington game. Then you can only play him in 4 games before you can to maintain the red shirt. 24-16. I still can't believe that. Iowa State only won by 8 against Arkansas State. Back to pass, sacked. He got rid of it. Intercepted again. Oh my God. Julian. God. Throwing picks against Ohio. What are we doing, Julian? Yeah, dude came in on him like unblocked. Freaking 77 took forever to block that dude coming off the edge. So now they're in Buckeye territory. Pressure coming. He's just going to dump it. You're not going to outrun Lorenzo. Lorenzo. Sonny. You're not going to outrun these linebackers. Safeties. Arvel, Sonny, Caleb. You're not outrunning them. They're too fast. I don't think I remember a time when we've had linebackers this fast before. But you know what? If you're a high school linebacker, you're seeing that, you're like, I want to be a part of that. Yeah. Shotgun. Another handoff. Gets a yard, maybe. Oh. He wants to go to bed early for the bye week. Facts. 9:53 to go. Here in the 4th. Shotgun for Navarro. Oh, that was a funky play. And it goes out of bounds. No. Heck, they had design there, but
Ohio State blew up whatever play they wanted to do. Buckeye players were swarming all over the backfield. Oh, it was a funky snap. He was lucky to maintain possession of it. That messed up everything. Right in the face. All right, so it'll be 4th and 10. They're going to go for it here. Shotgun for Navarro. They're kind of in no man's land, so I understand this. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and damn it. But they're going to stop him. Peace out. But it doesn't matter. I don't know what they were trying to do, but Ohio State blew the hell out of that immediately. And they'll get the ball back. I don't know what the heck they were trying to do there. I have no idea. Tegra Shabola. Oh, God. Oh, Tegra. Oi. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? Purdue tried a play act, like a trick play, where the quarterback passes it behind to a receiver who tried to pass it back to the quarterback, but he dropped it and he picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. Well, that's a happy accident. Wow. Tegra. Boy. All right. Can we please score so I can turn it off early? Yeah. Well, you can. I'm not turning it off. First and 10. My dog is throwing a hissy fit for some reason. As always. Buckeyes get it back here. First and 10. 30-9 lead. 9:29 to go in the 4th. Hands it off around the edge. That's James Peoples breaking a tackle near the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Definitely not the cleanest game. But overall, solid play, solid game in general. Not clean, but it's good. Yeah. Hands it off. Another run. People's in the clear. Gets taken down by the ankles near the 30. Nice job. Delayed handoff. Good blocking downfield. Not bad. First down. Holding 2 guards. 2 dudes from the right side. Daniels and Tegra. Eight, 12 and counting. Pistol formation for Saiyan. Back to pass. Throws. Pot. That's Donaldson. Inside the 25. Penn State won today, no surprise. LSU up in the third over Florida. 34-14 Oregon, no surprise there. Yeah, Miami dominated South Florida. Georgia beat Tennessee in overtime. Texas over UTEP by only 17. Here's Donaldson around the edge, first down. First down. Illinois over Western Michigan, 31-0. Vandy beating South Carolina, 21-7. Damn. Clemson losing to Georgia Tech. Oklahoma all over Temple, no surprise there. Iowa State over Arkansas State. Arkansas losing to Ole Miss by 10. So under center for Saiyan, inside the 20. A pitch. Oh, look at this. Jeremiah got a convoy in front of him. He'll score with ease. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He had a wall of dudes in front of him. Nobody was going to stop him from scoring. And yeah, good stuff. 36-9. Extra point pending. Nice little trick play, you know? I mean, a little fake to the running back and then a pitch to Jeremiah. They did that quite a bit last year. Kick is up and good. 37-9, Buckeyes lead. Like we figured Ohio State was going to turn it up in the second half, and that's exactly what they did. Brutus coming out in an Indy car? The heck? It's not an Indy car. That's one of those futuristic kind of cars that we've seen every once in a while. Like a buggy kind of thing. Okay.
Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have used it.
Good night, Bobcats. Probably the most entertaining in-state matchup in years. X. I mean, considering what we've done to the other in-state teams, I mean, they put up a fight for a little while. They had us sweating for a half. I'll give them that, you know? I mean, compared to what Akron and Kent State have done against us, this is the most valiant effort that has been put up against us in a while. Since Cincinnati, years ago. I mean, Cincinnati doesn't really schedule us all that often. I mean, Toledo, yeah, right. We haven't faced Buffalo in a while. In fact, let me take a look at the future schedules for non-con, and we'll see when the next time we'll be facing an in-state school will be. All right, so let's go to the Big Ten, Ohio State. So next year, 2026, Kent State will be coming to town. Go figure.
And then Ball State will be coming to town as well. And then 2027, Bowling Green, another in-state, possibly facing off against Eddie George. Yeah, Eddie George, I think, is the coach there. New Hampshire and Alabama. Alabama. And then Buffalo in 2028, Alabama again in Northern Illinois. 2029, Youngstown State, Charlotte and Navy. 2030 will be Nevada and Georgia. 2031 with Georgia. And then 2035 and 36, we face Boston College as of right now. Of course, they are subject to change. We see it happen quite often. Didn't Bowling Green give us a hard time? I don't know if they have or not. Upcoming schedule again, off next week. Washington on the road, then Minnesota at home. Then we go to Champaign for Illinois. Go to Wisconsin, host Penn State. Go to Purdue, and then, of course, we host Nico and UCLA. We host Rutgers, and then we go to Ann Arbor to face the team up north. All right, shotgun for Navarro. I think it's Navarro. Oh, yeah, that's Logan George. Okay. Looks like we got, oh, no, okay, no, they brought in a backup quarterback. Okay. Yeah. They brought back Poulis again. Will Burge. Nice. Shotgun at their own 30. Snap. Gonna keep it. Gets about 2. One for 11 on third down. Average is about 9 yards. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he'll get the first down. That's only the second third down conversion of the game, I believe. Actually looked that up. I don't know if they've actually given us a fight or not in recent memory. We don't play them a whole lot, obviously. I think the last time we played them, we mopped the floor with Bowling Green. There's Logan George from Idaho State. 4:16 to go and counting. We faced them 5 times. We beat them 5 times. 77-10 in 2016. 35-7 in 2006. 24-17 in 03. 44-13 in 17-6. So they have given us a game one time. That was in 2003. That was it. The other games have just been total blowouts. Hands it off. Powers forward about a game. Almost a first down. About 3 or so yards shy. Wow. So let's actually take a look at the MAC scores. Shotgun for Pulis. And we have whistles. No, Ohio State. That's the first. 10:12 p.m. out here on the east side. For Ohio, they have Gardner Webb next week, then Bowling Green, then Ball State, then Northern Illinois. It's weird. Northern Illinois and Bowling Green had the same logo. Didn't know that. Eastern Michigan, Miami, Ohio, Western Michigan, Massachusetts, and Buffalo. November 4th, 11th, 18th, and 28th. So 3 of those games for Ohio are on Tuesday nights. The 4th, 11th, the 11th, and the 18th. Then they have a Friday night game on the 28th. 20-10 LSU over Florida in the third quarter. 41-28 Mississippi over Arkansas. They're in the fourth. Just started the fourth. Here's a handoff. Gets a first down. And a little bit more. I think they're more or less just trying to eat up the clock here. I don't expect them to do much. (28-24) A&M over Notre Dame in the third. 10-0 Utah over Wyoming. That's kind of crazy. How in the heck is Utah not scoring more on Wyoming? Shotgun for Pulis inside the 40. Trying to run it again. Gets near the 35. So taking a look at the MAC, where things stand right now. Buffalo, 2-1. Bowling Green, 2-1. Toledo, Northern Illinois. Yeah, it's Buffalo, Bowling Green, and Toledo right now. Buffalo has a conference victory, beating Kent State tonight or today in a banger game. And by the way, let's take a look and see what's going on in that Florida game, right? How is DJ Lagway looking? Let's take a look, shall we? DJ Lagway is a freaking bum. How's he looking? Oh dear. 23 of 34, 219 yards, a touchdown, and 3 picks. The touchdown was to Aiden Mizell, 3 receptions, 41 yards. Garrett Nussmeier, 11 of 21 for 123 yards and a touchdown. And then the touchdown was to Xavion Thomas, 3 receptions, 35 yards. LSU has 2 sacks from 3 players. Patrick Payton, Davion Keys have half a sack apiece. Jacobian Guillory has a sack. And then they have 2 picks, including a pick 6 for Deshaun Spears, who has 2 interceptions tonight. Damn. Throwing a touchdown to the other team? That's crazy, man. That's nuts. Wow. Notre Dame just scored. They're up 31-28 over A&M. In that game, Marcel Reed, 9 of 17 for 258, a touchdown and a pick. CJ Carr, 13 of 20 for 194 yards, a touchdown and an interception. 3 touchdowns on the ground for Le'Veon Moss. And then 2 for Jadarian Price for Notre Dame. Mario Craver, 6 receptions, 173 yards, and a touchdown. Jeremiah Love has 4 receptions, 50 yards, and a touchdown through the air. Wow. So 2 minutes to go in Columbus. Definitely didn't think this game would be like this. I thought we would have put up at least 50 on them. But I'm down with it. Julian almost threw for 400 yards today. Jackson, 109 yards on the ground. Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate cooking again. Love to see that. 2nd and 8. See if they can get a turnover here for the coup de grace. He'll get a few yards. 3rd down. So the defense still hasn't allowed a red zone touchdown, which is impressive. And it looks like there's a downed Bobcat. They were so close to getting out of this game healthy. Boy. Wow. All right. Missouri over Louisiana, 52-10 today. Some of the other conferences, what their standings look like as of right now. This game's still in progress, of course. But through the completion of these night games, the Big Ten, Oregon, USC, obviously getting out of conference play. A lot of undefeated teams, because a lot of these teams haven't even played a conference game yet. USC and Oregon have, and they looked really impressive. Now, UCLA, Purdue, Northwestern, not looking so good. Funny enough, Purdue's 2-1 overall. So they're doing a lot better than they were last year. Doesn't say much. Oh, Lenore Sellers, is that with a concussion? Well, that explains why South Carolina is losing. Oh, what the heck was that, Paulus? Tried to throw a pass, he had a dude open, but he missed him. He underthrew him. Got a flag. Ineligible player downfield. He probably thought it was a run. USC overcomes 3-hour delay. Wow. I don't know what I'd do if our game was delayed 3 hours. I wouldn't even keep streaming. Like, you expect me to freaking stream a different game and then turn around and do Ohio State? No, I would just stop the stream. I would reschedule it. And then come back when the game starts. It's kind of about a 6-hour stream at least. All right, 4th and 5. Shotgun. Minute 40 to go. And he'll get the 1st down. Obviously, you got a lot of the backups out there. You see Riley Pettijohn. You see Eppy's out there. Hartford. Yeah. So backups. We're going to look at the Big 12 through the night games. Iowa State, Houston, Texas Tech, BYU, UCF, and Utah. Obviously, it's just getting into conference play. I'm not even going to look at the standings right now. I'll do that later on. Here's a handoff, few yards. I don't even think they're trying to score. They're just trying to eat up clock and get out of here. Again, I'll have my recap video up on the other channel. Fucking crazy. Probably within the next about half hour or so. This video shouldn't take too long. Yeah. Oh, he overthrew him. Had him, but just overthrew him a little bit. (37-9) Ohio State. Gotta admit, Ohio did give us a bit of a scare for a little bit. They made us sweat a little bit. But with Ohio State, once they turn it on, they're an unstoppable force. 24 seconds to go, 3rd and 2. And he won't get the first down. That'll probably be the last play of the game. Yep. 12 seconds to go. And they'll just let it go. So Ohio State survives a little scare from Ohio. And they defeat the Bobcats 37-9. And they're now 3-0 on the year. Bye week next week. And then they got Washington on the road. We'll see what time that game is. If I had to guess, it's probably going to the earliest be an afternoon game. I gotta take a look at their what game, how long, no, what time their games have started. I think tonight they play at like 10:30, something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm going to do my recap video on the Buckin' Crazy channel. In fact, for anyone who wants to subscribe to that channel and help me get that thing to about 200 subs. Yeah. Just like this channel, that channel is growing low and slow. Can't say I'm forcing it. I don't buy subs on these channels, by the way. That's one thing about me. I don't buy subs. I could be one of those jabronis that buys subs and, makes my channel look bigger than it actually is. No, I like it genuine. I like it genuine. I am 14 subs from 200 on the Buckeye channel. So if you want to be a goat, go over there and subscribe. And yeah, I do all kinds of Buckeye content over there. Eventually, I'm going to start doing game streams over there. Eventually. But yeah, Ohio State's next game is 2 weeks from now. Sheesh. Well, not, maybe even from right now. Heck, right now, 2 weeks from right now, I might just be starting my stream. All right, so the players are saluting Carmen, Ohio, and their alma mater. All right, so let me link up the Buckeye channel. Subscribe to the Buckeye channel. There we go. Subscribe. And I'll have the recap video up over there momentarily, probably within the next half hour or so. So with that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Bucks. Big dub. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow for Browns and Ravens. Yeah. Bye-bye.